verified and unverified and non-verified social media pictures, visuals, images, claims, counterclaims. What we have here is, through our existing partnership with two of the biggest space firms of this world, that is Planet Labs and Maxit Technologies, we are going to show you the first verified visual confirmation of what has been happening on ground. So this is a bird's eye view of what has been happening on the eastern borders of Ukraine. We are starting with the imagery that has been provided by Maxit Technologies. We start with this area called Belgorod. This is the launch pad of entire Russian offensive that we are witnessing in Kyiv and in the nearby areas. This is the first image of the Russian launch pad from where Russian forces started coming in. We can see camps. These are Russian camps. We can see armored vehicles. We can see even some of the artillery that is left. But that's not all. What we are seeing through these images is that Russia is now planning a flurry of several such attacks in next coming days. And Russian policy might not be limited to just acquiring land in Kyiv. Russian policy might go beyond Kyiv, and Putin might look to acquire all of Ukraine's land. Why am I saying so? Because of this. This is armor artillery in convoy position at Bretsky training area. This is in Belarus on the northern border. What you can see is dozens of armored vehicles with artillery are now moving towards Ukraine for a ground assault. These are backward positions. These are not forward positions.
Yeah.
So Russia is planning to, what we witnessed yesterday was just the first of the many waves of Russian attacks that is going to come.
Yeah.
These are artillery positions that are on the move.
Ankit, what you're saying is that what we saw yesterday was just an appetizer. It was just an appetizer for what Putin's war machine has lined up for the rest of the day?
Exactly, Shiv. What we have here is on the borders with Belarus, near Bretsky, these are 50 heavy equipment transporters. These equipment transporters have a very specific purposes. They are used to deliver artillery, heavy artillery for ground attacks. These are still about 20 miles away from Ukraine border. So these, as we speak, these positions are getting refueled. These positions are getting stronger and stronger. That means that Russia is now planning to come up with much stronger attack, not only on Kyiv, but even going further to Ukraine. This is a closer position. Now, this is another fine example of what Russian infrastructure, military infrastructure looks like. In the earlier images, we saw road transport being used through HETs. This is rail yard. You see, this is a rail yard. And what this rail yard is being used for? To carry armored vehicles and these artilleries. These are Russian artilleries. So, through rail yards, through roads transport, Russia is now funneling more and more artillery, more and more military equipments toward Ukraine. I would like to show you one more image. This is from Krasanya. Within last 24 hours, Russia has built this military field hospital. Yesterday, there were a lot of injuries were reported by Ukrainian media. What we are hearing is that Russia is now picking up those injured soldiers and now transferring them just 9 or 10 miles away from actual ground positions. And this field hospital is just has been set up over past 24 hours only. So this is another example of Russian intentions to not only hold on to Kyiv, but move even further towards west.
The satellite images painting a very ominous picture, telling you much more than ground imagery can actually show you. And Ankit is a very, very deep analyst who's